What do you think of posting profits like on your story on socials? What do you think of that? Like with Forex, or do you stay away from that? What do you?
I now stay away from it. At the start, like my business partner, me and Dave will always post it. Like I was always the one who's saying that don't do it, and I'll get into that why. Whereas Dave, the joker, would literally probably make like a couple bags or whatever, and then just put it on his story quickly and just
to entice people and show people I'm doing this. Like
the reason, especially I don't do it, is because we always said, like, as I said earlier, we want to attract people, especially to our course, that want to know that want to learn the skill and master the skill, that don't want to just chase money. We understand that this can make us money, and it has made us money, but we don't want people to come on our course that just want money, because everybody that's come on and they say straight there, so when I'm going to make money, it's like, when you chase something, you're just going to be chasing. It's like a carrot, like the horse and the carrot. You're never going to get it. Whereas if you master the skill, it will come. But I personally, the only time I ever show money will ever be like in like my close friends group chat, especially not on social media, because again, like we were just talking about adaptation. When you post certain amount of profits, or when you get to a certain amount of account size, people think, okay, cool, they're going to target you. And another thing is, when I used to do, you also have like certain family members or whatever try and demand things, when yes, you're my family and I'll always help you, but it doesn't give you the right to then try and take my hard earned work off me. So I always say private life's a humble life, and yeah, so that's literally
that's real
it.
stuff.
And like I had a mentor called Tim Katoga, and he always used to say to me, as long as you got the cash point smile, you're happy. So you just carry a cash point smile, because you know what you've made, you know what you've got in your bank account, you know what you've done, you know what you've achieved, and just carry a cash point smile, and that's it.
Yeah, no, most definitely. And to round things off, what are some pieces of advice that you can just give to the audience when it comes to trading on Forex, the currency market?
So my biggest advice that I'll give to them is, number one, it's not an easy road. Like, I know it seems like it's easy and you can just make quick profits. It's not an easy road. I think you've also got to just stay focused. So like, a lot of people will start it, and especially nowadays, because of like the crypto boom or whatever, they'll try and mix it in. Yes, they are linked in together, and like your analysis and whatnot are linked in together. But just focus on one. You don't want to be like the master of nothing. You want to be the master of one at the end of the day. And I think you've got to just master it. And that comes down to as well putting in the hours. Putting in the hours is big. Ignore the noise is another big one.
Also, as in, when you're trading, don't be looking at other people's thesis, believing you're focused on your own. Don't, just because he's going short. Doesn't mean you're wrong. Like I always say, the reason we do analysis is to give ourselves the highest probability that the price is going to go in that direction. Literally, we aren't in control of the markets. They aren't in control of the markets. Just because he's got 200k followers and his company looks like it's doing well, that doesn't mean he knows what's going on. Because more than likely, he's probably got somebody else trading that account for him in the background. So I always say, like, literally, don't listen to the noise and just do your own thing. Have that tunnel vision. But along with that, don't be stubborn. Don't think like your way is the only way. You have to adapt and seek help if you need it. And another thing is, I'd probably say, it is a lonely road. It can be a lonely road. But don't be afraid to like talk to other people, and that doesn't have to be about trading. That can be about like just general life stuff, because I think you need to just kind of not be. You obviously need your focus, but you need to break that down as well and do other activities, whether that's playing football or whatever, talking to people, just to give you that break from the charts, because you don't want to be solely focused on the charts, because your head will just go crazy. Another thing is, never think you're too old as well. So like, I've had people that have done the course and been successful. The oldest we've had was 46, a guy that was 46. There's no age limit on this. Like, the markets will be there. Yes, I said I want to stop trading at like 40, but that's just myself. Everybody has their own personal goals. But yeah, I think you just gotta worm your way through. But yeah, man. And what's next for Sef?
What projects you got coming up? What's next for you in your journey towards wealth?
So with me and my journey towards wealth, I'm just elevating now. So I've laid my foundations, stepped up a level. I just want to keep leveling up and leveling up. Like I said, Project Capital will be out soon. It's going to be a fund where anybody can invest and we'll work their money for them. I think it's a great opportunity for people that don't have the time to trade or don't actually want to trade, but they want to get a better return on their money than the average bank does. I think next, we've got so many things coming out, whether that's like unemployable group. So like even with trading brought me freedom. Now I class myself as unemployable. So like no contract, no company, no matter what it is, can come to me and offer me anything where I'll say, okay, cool. I think my time is worth more than money now, where we have to just keep going really, and that's why we've got unemployable group that's there, which is it's just helping people, whether that's managing them, whether that's football, whether that's to do football agency, whether that's music management, whatever it is. We're just unemployable in many sections, and I think so whether it's in 6 months, whether it's in a year's time, I'll more than likely will be in Dubai for 6 months here, 6 months there, just enjoy my life, and then I'll come back eventually and just settle down, have my family. But like I say, I'm investing in so many things, whether that's property, whether that's businesses, small start businesses, whether that's construction companies, whether that's like I was saying, cryptocurrencies, the FX market. I think jewelry, watches, I think your portfolio can never be too big. But I always say master the one skill first. So like I mastered FX first, and that's always will feed me. Whereas a lot of people will try and start something, get like 70% and think, now I'm going to try something else, and then end up being the master of none. Whereas if you're the master of the one, then it will feed you for a lifetime, especially FX.
Yeah, it's wise words, man. Wise words from Sef. Sef, proper stuff, man. But bro, it was great to have you on.
Yeah, man. 100%. Thanks for having me on, bro.
It's good. You already know. It's Poku Banks, baby.